And welcome back. Bruce Porter joins us now for this week's Dollars and Cents segment. Thanks for coming in.
Good to be here.
Hey, you got any of those seminars coming up while it's on my mind a little bit? Do you?
We have one tonight and one tomorrow.
Okay.
I think we might have one or two spots tomorrow that are open, but we're pretty full.
Okay.
There may be an alternative time later this month. Just have to check with the office, 882-1800. And the estate planning workshops, they're very informative.
Yeah.
Will does a great job of breaking it down to where it's easy to understand, and it gets you that basic information.
Okay, gotcha. Give them a
Very
call.
important.
You might be able to get in right under the wire.
Yep.
Okay, here's the deal. Today we're going to focus on the pros and the cons of a Roth IRA. Okay.
Right.
Talk me through what we need to know. And again, we're focusing on the Roth here, not the traditional.
Right. So let's talk about the cons maybe first.
Okay.
Okay. So a Roth IRA is used with after-tax money, non-qualified money. So there's no initial help on your tax return, like a deduction, like a traditional IRA, things like that. So this is after-tax money that's put into a Roth.
Yes, you get the benefit at the other end.
That's right. You get the benefit on the back side, but on the front side, there's no help on taxes. If you need a deduction, then normally we would look at a traditional IRA. But the Roth, we do it Roth because of the future tax benefits. Now, another con to a Roth, it's got low contribution limits. So if you're under age 50, the maximum you can put in your Roth is $6,000. If you're above age 50, you can put in $7,000.
Okay, I think we have something maybe to put up. Is that what we're going to put up here? So
and
you
we're
can
going to
see some of
discuss
these?
income limits. So
income limits,
that's
gotcha.
as long as you don't make too much money, you can put these amounts in your Roth. But,
right.
you know, like your 401k, if you want to put more money away, you have to use a tool like a 401k that has higher limits.
Exactly.
Now, here's an example. If you're married, filing jointly, and I just use a couple of brackets, not all of them. If you're under $198,000 in income, then you're able to put $6,000 in a Roth if you're under age 50, $7,000 if you're older than 50, as long as you make under $198,000.
Can I just say something real quick? That is what they call earned income.
That's
correct?
right.
Now, that doesn't include things like dividends, or does it
Not
include
necessarily.
Social Security?
And talk to your accountant, talk to your tax people, but for the most part, these are the taxable income numbers.
Based on your paycheck,
That's
essentially.
right.
Yeah.
So if you're between 198 and 208, you're going to be able to make a Roth contribution, but it will be reduced, and there's guidelines depending on where you fall, what that reduction is. If you make more than $208,000 between you and your spouse, then you can't do a Roth.
Can't do it.
So then we would encourage you to maximize your 401ks and take advantage of that. So that's married. Now, if you're single, the numbers change, and if you're under $125,000 and single and under age 50, $6,000, older than 57, if you're between 125 and 140, they're going to reduce the amount of money that you can put in your Roth based on where you fall. If you make more than $140,000 a year and you're single, you can't do a Roth. Okay? So those are the cons, are that you have income limits, and if you make too much money and you want to take advantage of the future tax-free benefits, you're not going to be able to, because you're not going to be able to fund that. So how do you get a Roth when you make, let's say you're this guy.
Yeah.
So you make
It's
a
not a bad
traditional.
problem to have, I suppose. if
So
you
a
think
trick
about it.
would be
Yeah.
you'd make a traditional IRA contribution, and then you convert it to a Roth.
Oh.
It's a little trick.
See there? That's why you need this
So
guy.
that's why you need to talk to professionals. There are ways to fund a Roth if you're in a higher bracket, but you know, we have to plan to do those types of things.
Okay.
Now, of course, the pros to the Roth, all right, they're obvious. The principal is always available tax-free to you to make a withdrawal, all right? Now, after 5 years, the growth of that principal is available also tax-free. Now, that means that you can build that up, build that up, build it up, and when you get ready to retire, you can draw tax-free income out of that. If you happen to pass away, your family, your beneficiaries, they can receive those monies tax-free as well. If you have your favorite news personality that you would like to make your beneficiary,
fine.
she could get your money tax-free.
Yeah.
So anyone you leave your money to, it's tax-free to them.
Gotcha.
That's a huge advantage.
Okay, we are out of time. I could talk,
That's
but
all
maybe
right.
we'll
We could
continue
talk
next
all day
week or
long.
something. All right, visit his website, resourcecenterinc.com, or give him a call at 417-882-1800. Bruce Porter, good advice.
See you next week.
As
Be glad to
always.
help.
Be right back.